So this girl was walking down the street and she found this flower on the ground and she picked it up and she smelt it and then she began to fly and then she had like this cape she began to have a cape on her and then when she was walking to everyone was like oh, how did you start to fly? That's impossible. And then she was like, nothing's impossible. So then they went to the garden to like grow some stuff. And then she was like, see, those are the flowers that I have, but they were all different colors. The one that she had was purple, but then the rest of them were all the colors of the rainbow. So each person smelt it because they wanted superpowers too. So then like some people, they have like super speed or some of them have super strength or something like that. So then later on, like a year later, they named the world Super World, so where everyone has superpowers and they could like have their own superpower of their own. Like none of them are the same, like they're all unique. That's my story.
Now, everybody has different reading levels, right?
Yes.
Some people are really good at reading, some people are working really hard to get there, okay? Some people have great writing skills, other people have to work a little bit harder, but we're all creative and we're all really talented. And I think the one thing that I notice about all you guys is that when you draw pictures and you create stories or you tell stories, they're amazing.
Okay, so my story is about this boy who's walking down the street and he sees this girl singing with her violin and the girl asks the boy, do you see the magical notes flying all around the air? And the guy says, no, I don't. But then the girl says, well, if you just believe in yourself, you can see anything. And once the boy believes in himself, he sees all the magical notes flying out of his voice and the girls. And then he sees all around the world those notes to create one giant song. And he realizes that if you just believe in yourself, you can see anything. That is my story.
So have you ever seen a comic book?
Yes.
Okay, do you know how comic books have little sections?
Yes.
And it tells a story, but it tells it in each block?
Yes.
Okay, has a beginning and an end, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's pretty much what we're going to do, and we're going to use it to create a song. So we're going to make a rectangle, okay? And in that rectangle, let's do 5 blocks. So you're going to have 5 blocks to tell your story. And we're going to number them in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And so number 1 is the what?
Beginning.
And what would number 5 be?
End.
The end. Can anybody guess what the middle would be? Like if you had to describe middle of the story, and that would be where all the
Action happens.
the action, which we could call details. Okay? And there are no words. You cannot write any words. It's all pictures. It's all setting. It's all details. Okay? You can add color to it later on, but I want to start off with pencil. All right? I'm going to give you 20 minutes to do your best job and get this thing done. All right, guys. So now that you guys have pretty much finished your comics, your storyboards, and you've got the idea of your story on paper, we're going to pull the main idea up. So Michaela, what's the main idea of your story?
Well, the main idea of my story is that everyone's unique because in the world, like, none of the superpowers are the same. Like, they all have different, like, none of them are similar, none of them are, like, the same. Like, all of them are unique.
So, if you had to sum that up in one sentence, though, just one sentence.
Everyone's unique.
Everyone's unique.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I like that. I want you to take that line, everyone is unique, okay, or everybody is unique, and I need melody, okay, so I need you to add a little melody to that, and that's going to start our chorus.
Everybody is unique.
All right, I like that. Anybody else, or anybody got any ideas how we can build it?
Add another line to it because it doesn't really have that full chorus, you know. Maybe it has to have a bit more lines, you know, then it can repeat a couple more times for it to be a good kind of melody.
I like that. Does anybody have any ideas, like words that could rhyme with? Go ahead.
I forgot.
That's okay. No, you.
And their own personality.
Personality. Okay, yeah. Okay, unique personality. Okay, we can stretch that rhyme. What's up?
Yeah, well, I don't have a rhyme, but I have something that would like go with unique. Like everybody's their own person, like because unique. That's what unique technically means.
Okay, all right. Wenders?
I have an idea to make the personality and unique. Everybody do. I mean, hold on. Everybody is unique personality.
Ooh, I like that. I like
was
that.
Good.
That's pretty good, guys. I'm excited because you guys are coming up with some really good ideas. So we had some ideas to add more words and more lines, which I think is amazing. And I think as we build this, we're going to create a really awesome main idea, and it's going to become a chorus. And in songs, okay, the chorus, it repeats. So it really tries to stick the main idea of the song in your head. Okay, and I think that's why we're starting off with the chorus. And we'll get to the verses at some other point, but right now, it's really just to build the idea of creating a chorus of a song. We don't have any music yet, which is cool because we're lyric writers, right? We're lyric writers, we're melody writers, but it would be kind of cool to get a little beat, okay? It'd be kind of cool to get a little beat, so if anybody got an idea for a beat, go ahead.
Everybody is unique personality. Everybody is unique personality.
We're not quite finished yet, but I think we got enough of a melody and we got enough lines that we can try this. You guys ready to try this?
Yes! Everybody is unique. Everybody, you and me. Personality. Everybody is unique. Oh!
Gabriel, what did you think about this process?
I think it was a really good process. I think a lot of people could maybe understand where we went with this project. It's more of a project that's like, hey, if you can't really write or maybe have the musical flow with yourself, you can do drawing to kind of help you. It's for really people who can understand, but can't really understand writing, but can more have a creative idea about their song, not more about saying it. But it could really be good if you don't really know the main idea about something or your song. You can maybe write it down to give you a bit more information about it.
Well, I think it was like really fun because like some people like they love drawing, some people they just like writing, like some people they like different stuff, and like I love drawing, so then this like helped me because I really like love drawing. So like I don't really get to draw most of the time, so like I really like it, and like I get to just use my imagination. Like usually I'm just like writing about like real stuff and really reality, but right now I'm just like thinking of my imagination and stuff like that. Like my imagination is like the ruler of my mind right now.
When I was a kid, I was never a good writer, but I was always a good storyteller. And I never pictured myself being a songwriter. So when I was in my early 20s and got my first publishing deal with Sony, it was a shock, it was a surprise, and it was such a joy because I had met so many great people along the way that had mentored me and pulled my storytelling out of me and onto the paper, and it was just such a great achievement. So when I decided to go into education, I wanted to bring some of what I learned into that field, and I started doing this whole comic book / storyboard songwriting project because I noticed that a lot of these kids were incredibly talented, but they couldn't express themselves all in the same way. You know, you had kids with great writing skills, you had kids with not so great writing skills, and as well as the reading skills. And so I decided, let's try to create a visual, and from that visual maybe I could pull out some ideas and create a song, and it just took off.